fashion industry is going through a paradigm shift. See, for the last 2 decades, fast fashion meant that masses and masses of clothes were being flown from one end of the globe to another, only to end up in landfill a short while later. Clothing production has doubled between the years 2000 and 2014. And the worst part is that people are wearing clothes for half as long as they did back then. Get this, 3 out of 5 garments ends up either incinerated or in landfill within a year. The good news is, things are changing. Today's consumer knows that they are hurting the planet and they don't want to anymore. Gen Z is increasingly concerned with sustainability, and that's a trend that's likely to continue as the climate crisis worsens and people are more aware of what's going on. Circular fashion is on the rise. The aim of circular fashion is to take waste and pollution out of the fashion industry. It's called circular because it has concepts like recycling and clothes rental and repair. Clothes just being worn for longer so that they're recirculated in the community. So products need to be high quality and durable, cotton needs to be sort of organic and fair trade, and manufacturing needs to be carbon neutral. The trend indicates that brands and companies that really embrace sustainability are performing better, even if sustainability is coming at a higher price. So if it wasn't clear before, the pandemic has really driven home the fact that wasteful consumerism without regard for personal responsibility, that needs to go away. And that idea is finding its way into corporate think tanks and boardrooms all around the globe. And the days of shareholder profits being the main driver of corporate decisions, that's giving way to corporate social responsibility, which is fantastic. Finally, fashion companies want to do more than just be seen to embrace sustainability. They want all of their processes, making a t-shirt to what happens to it when it can't be used anymore. They want all of that now to be in line with their consumers' views and values on sustainability. Concepts like clothing rental are really taking off. The idea that you can wear clothes for a period of time and then exchange them for different clothes. Especially with children's clothing, this is a fantastic idea. So children outgrow clothes so quickly that it doesn't seem worth investing in high quality, durable, organic clothes that you're going to just replace in 3 months. So subscription services really help with that problem. You pay a certain amount a year and then you choose from a large catalogue, really good quality clothes. And then when your children outgrow them, you just swap them for a larger size. But how do you keep everything sustainable? You've got some fantastic policies, you've got some brilliant new ideas, but the fashion supply chain is extremely complicated. There are about 100 hands involved in the process of turning a spool of cotton into a t-shirt. So how do you make sure that every component, every step is in line with your sustainability policies? Now, we get asked that from customers and brands all the time. Now that's where the tech comes in. From my perspective, there are 3 factors that really make a difference when executing sustainability policies: transparency, collaboration, and cost. You can't tell if your policies are working if you don't have visibility. And having a really good ERP system or PLM system can make a massive difference in this regard, because you can manage your suppliers and your manufacturers and even your manufacturers' subcontractors. You can maintain all of the raw materials for your products and have bills of material that tell you what your products are made out of, so that if there are any changes halfway through the process, you can still make sure that it's all in line with your sustainability policies. There are too many people, cultures, and languages involved in the supply chain for fashion for things to just be left to emails and phone calls. And that's why in the past, people were flying products and themselves all across the globe just to meet in person. Now that had a terrible carbon footprint. It was horrible for the planet. But collaborative PLM platforms where you can integrate 3D imaging really make a difference these days, because designers don't need to meet with manufacturers anymore to get a real feel for the products. They can design things on 3D software and then send it to manufacturers, who then get a real understanding of what the product needs to look like. So the whole process of sending fit samples back and forth across the globe, that can start to go away now. But let's be honest, people aren't going to be doing these things if it has a negative impact on the bottom line. Basically, if it's too expensive. And in the past, sustainability policies were more expensive, and decent tech to support that was also really expensive. So true sustainability seemed to be only in the realm of luxury fashion. But that's not true anymore. These days, decent tech, including ERPs, are aimed at small and medium businesses. They're cost-effective, pre-configured, streamlined, and only require minimal configuration to set up. So in this series, I'm going to talk to a bunch of my colleagues from both Fortude and Infor to find out their experiences on how fashion companies are handling sustainability.